Okay, so quick review here. Hopefully the noise of the wind, because I got the fan blowing and I got this thing, white noise, so you guys may hear it, I don't know. But this is a quick review of the movie Nice Girls, that's what it's called. What is it called? I guess it's called The Same in French, I have no idea. It's a Netflix movie. And I think it's 2024, it's a recent Netflix film. It's like a comedy action film. And so the girl, like the one cop, she's from Paris, right? And she's impersonating the what's it called? The French guy. She impersonates the French guy. And another thing about her, right, is because she's the girlfriend turned fiance of whatever his name was. What was it? Landu? Right? And you know, we know that the main character, or I guess the first main character, because she's very much a main character in her own right, but the blonde girl, she is the best friend. You're right, she's the best friend to that guy. And so, and I think the fake German girl, she was made aware of her, I think, something to that extent. She was made aware of the best friend, but the best friend wasn't made aware of her, so she doesn't know initially until she goes to her uncle's house. And of course her uncle knew who this guy was. He knew who Ludau or Ludu, whatever his name was. And so you know, she sees her there. And at that point she doesn't know that she's not German, that she's French actually, but she is fluent in German. And I don't recall there was a reason given as to why she's fluent in both languages, but she just is, right? What else was I thinking of? I like the part when she has to go talk to someone, and you know, the blonde girl, she knows that, she knows that this guy doesn't like her, right? And so if she says to him, which I think she tells him, or tells her to say this to him, like, well, if I'm your friend, I'm friends with so and so, you know, that they'll go easy, but she knows it's not, that it's gonna go rough. So then she's fighting, and then they play Portuguese music, like sounds like Brazilian, like I forgot what that genre, funk, right? The funk music from Brazil. Let me sit down for this, because I don't want the wind. The wind's kind of blowing in my direction, and so maybe you can hear it in this video. I have no idea if you can, but oh well, so be it if you can. What was I thinking of? Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny. Like, there's parts in the movie, you know, the boss sits on a bouncy chair, and they do close up of her butt. The blonde girl, she likes to draw penises for some reason, and she's really awkward around this guy that she likes, that he's also like her informant. I think he's like a drug dealer or criminal, but she works with him. I don't know if it's even legal that she works with him, because he's doing illegal things, but she's working with him. I don't know. Like, it takes place in Nice, right, France, this movie. And in this movie, it's like very nice. There's this main like boulevard right along the beach in that city, like a promenade, and it's very much like the one you find in Miami, basically Miami Beach. Just a long road with like there's a sidewalk on the side, you can walk it, and there's palm trees lining, and it's hot and sunny, and so it's got like a nice setting. The setting's really nice, it's pretty. The climate activist, so I guess the movie follows a very simple script. It's like a very by the books Hollywood type of movie, you know. So this activist girl, she's like what was it? That guy was her manager of like relations or something. He wants to kill her because he's getting money from big oil. So I guess they're telling him like, hey, you need to kill her because we can't afford. And then they had this dude in the shop. So they had this one character that he works with, and there's like two henchmen, and they even try to kill this other guy that apparently everybody has, like, people either hate him or they love him. But anyway, they try to kill him. I forgot for why they try to kill him. I guess they know something, but he gets in a coma. He doesn't die. He's actually just in a coma. And then with the other person, this guy at the this mechanic shop, like they all die. But all three of those people die. You know, of course they have plot armor. When this lady shoots at them, she misses, but when she shoots, so when they're tied up there, she gets them all instantly, pretty much almost all instantly, one after the other. Because of course she does, but it's okay because later in the film, when they're on a boat, they like presumably they tie her up and they throw her in the water because we don't see her again after that one scene. Yeah, it's like a typical Hollywood blockbuster type film. You know, it's comedic. It's like action comedy. You know, the girls obviously they don't like each other at first, but then they grow to like each other, and then you know she likes that guy, John Baptiste. I think that's literally his name actually, which I'm guessing in France is a very common name. But yeah, so she likes John Baptiste, and of course towards the end of the film they fall in love, right? Because they're also going through like, because he tells her I want to be like I always wanted to be a cop too, because she's already a cop, but he tells her that like I want to be a cop too, I'll be your protege. And she like reluctantly, well, I think she's reluctant, I think she does just agree. She's like, oh okay, yeah, you can be my protege. And so he becomes her protege, right? What else happens in this film? It's a nice film, it's a cute film. Like you know, Netflix gives you the option to say if you didn't like it, you liked it, or you loved it. And I liked it was the best because I didn't love it. This film's not, it doesn't do anything new or exciting particularly. But if you want a film to pass the time and you don't mind action comedy, so like action, but there's like comedic, and you know, you don't laugh, but you can, that's supposed to be the funny scene. There were times where I did laugh, but there are other times where like I know what they're doing here and it's supposed to be funny. And I guess, you know, the idea is like just to know that that's supposed to be funny. You don't have to laugh, but like that's the joke. Yeah, it's okay. Nice Girls. I'm not sure why it's called Nice Girls. I guess in the film there's this running joke about PC culture in the film, and you know, like criminals, like she calls criminals like sons of bitches, and the blonde girl, and then the fake German girl says, you know, like, oh, you can't say that anymore. I know you mean, but we can't call them that. And there's other like gags throughout the film that go that way. That people say, you know, it's not the girl boss type stereotype in the film where she fights these grown men and she can beat them up no problem. You know, it's kind of typical in films nowadays, right? Yeah, Nice Girls, quick movie review here. Thank you for listening.